everybody, welcome back to another Craft Break Live. My name is Emma Panuski. I'm a content creator here at Plaid, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some really simple gift wrap for the holidays using items that you probably have in your home, more specifically probably in your kitchen. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Today we are going to be working with our Apple Barrel Promo ABI kit. It comes with 18 2-ounce bottles of Apple Barrel Acrylic Paint. This is probably one of my favorite kits just because you get so many different colors. It's the type of kit where you can buy it, keep it in your craft studio, and then you will rarely have to, get new colors of paint. You always have what you need. So this is a really, really great starter kit. Makes a really great gift for the crafter in your life. The holidays are just around the corner, so that's a great thing to think about too. And maybe you can practice your wrapping skills after I show you a couple cute designs to put your Promo ABI kit inside of your wrapped gift. So one thing before we get started too, Stephen White is in the studio with us. So if you have any questions or comments, you can list them down below and Stephen can relay those questions and comments over to me.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, so we're working with our Promo ABI kit. We're going to be working with just a few paint brushes, mostly like tiny flat brushes and round brushes. You're going to want to have a normal kitchen sponge and some paper cups. And of course your gift wrap of choice. So you can totally do white or brown, a neutral color wrapping paper, and unfold it or unravel it and do your stamps that way. But today we're going to be working with just some plain white gift bags, which is also a really easy surface to work on. So let's choose a color from our Promo ABI kit. This is one of my favorites. Let's start with some bright magenta. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is you'll notice with your paper cup that usually there is a kind of protruding rim at the bottom. And the reason I'm choosing to use this is just because it's smaller and I want to make multiple little round ornaments is what we're going to be making on my bag today, but you could totally do the same technique with the top of your cup as well. A little paint on me. Okay, so taking the bottom of my cup, I'm just going to dip it in my paint and swirl it around a little bit just to make sure that it gets on the entire surface of my cup. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to press it down on my gift bag and kind of rock it back and forth a little bit. That way we're just totally sure that our cup is touching the entirety of our surface. And then peel it up and you get a perfect circle. So let's do one more. Another thing that I like to do, actually we'll save that technique for the next one. One right there, rocking it back and forth, and then lifting up. Let's do another color. Let's do some new shamrock. Have one right here. Rock it back and forth. Then another one right here. Just like that. So now what you can do is paint some fun designs in those little circles, make them look like ornaments. So that's exactly what we're going to do. This is a really great activity to do with if you have kids or grandkids. It's a really fun way to get creative and just think of a bunch of different designs to decorate your bag with. So I'm kind of going for like a vintage mod theme. So we'll do this little star. And I always love to use the back of my paintbrush to make perfect little circles on whatever you're painting. And I'm just swirling around my paintbrush. Okay, and then when you're done making those tiny little circles with the end of your paintbrush, all you have to do is just wipe it off with a paper towel and remove all that paint. Okay, this one maybe we'll make some little stripes. Paint some little curly cues in this one. Then I'll paint some more stripes on this last one. Ooh, wrong color. Okay, and then we have a really lovely gray in our kit. So we have some pewter gray. Gonna apply a little bit of that to our palette. And make the little top of our ornament that attaches to our tree. And now I'm just going to paint some lines so it looks like our ornament is coming down from the top of our bag. Stopping at our pink ornament and then continuing again. Okay, really simple and easy to do, and you have a really special homemade looking gift bag. So I have one more stamping technique to teach you guys to add to your gift wrap this year. Set this one aside. Okay, so this is where we're going to be using our sponge today. So what you're going to want to have is a typical kitchen sponge. Right here I have a permanent marker, but really you can use any type of marker that you have on hand. And we're going to be cutting out a triangle shape. So I'm making a dot in the middle of my sponge, and then I'm just coming down to each side and then connecting them. And some of you might be able to tell where this is going. We are going to cut out that triangle shape just with some regular craft scissors. just trying to keep the yellow part intact. So a lot of times you'll find that there are two sides to your sponge. There's a scruffy side and then there's that softer side. I found that when you're using a sponge as a stamp, the softer side works better. And then one more side to cut. Okay, then we'll just kind of trim up our sponge a little bit. Make it into a really pretty triangle shape. Give it a little haircut. Now you have this perfect triangle shape. So we are going to stamp out some Christmas trees. So I have my new shamrock here. We also have another really great color in our Promo ABI kit called Holly Branch, which is just a darker hunter green color. It's also very pretty. I'm gonna dip my sponge into my new shamrock. So when you dip your sponge into your paint, you'll notice that you probably have loaded quite a bit of paint on your sponge. So it's just important to offload some of that paint till it looks something like that. And we are just going to start stamping. And whenever I'm making a pattern like this on any type of crafting surface, I have found that it looks prettier and it looks more painterly or styled if your pattern goes a little bit off your surface. It makes it look a little bit more organic. And what I mean by that is we don't want all of the full triangle shapes to only live in this box. It looks pretty if we have maybe one kind of coming off the side, coming from the bottom, coming from the top, that kind of thing. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make those triangle stamps all over your bag. And I have a little step out for us here. And now we can decorate our Christmas trees. So again, if we want to make little ornaments on our Christmas trees, the back of a paintbrush works really well to get some of those really perfect circles. Also, the back of a pencil, the pencil eraser works really well. An unsharpened pencil works really well as a perfect little circular stamp. So let's add some colors to our palette here. Let's use some Parrot Blue. It's a really pretty light blue color. We have some bright magenta already. Let's add some fuchsia, another one of my favorites from this kit. Some jack-o'-lantern. And some bright blue. Okay, so taking the end of my paintbrush, I'm gonna dip my paint in there and then start making little ornaments. I'm going to wipe that paint off with a paper towel, and then you can go in and start doing the same thing with a different color. Let's go for our Parrot Blue. We'll do one more color. I'm going to go for my bright blue here. And then lastly, forgot to add this to my palette, but I'm going to add some bright yellow to paint a little star on the top of our tree. I'm going to take a little round brush and just paint a really simple kind of crisscrossing star on the top of all my little Christmas tree points. All right, and there you have it. Super cute. It looks very special and homemade, and it makes the person that you're giving the gift to feel very special. So yeah, guys, those are 2 ways that you can create some really simple stamps with some things that you probably already have around your home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Below, you can find the link to buy your very own promo ABI kit. And don't forget to go to plaidonline.com for more project ideas